Absolute trash.
Chunk of air.
Good deal.
He loves you.
Heating them dogs up. Accuracy is my middle name.
Dang it. Isn't that right? Ow.
Making magic happen. Ralphie the machinist. Oh.
Wow. Ooh.
Have you been good today? Driving the old turbo coupe. That's not good. Does that keep you warm?
Stopping on a dime.
It's pretty trash.
Booger picking involved?
Get a wrench on it. Just messed it up.
Installed.
Right, Ellie?
She black. Well, help. Love him.
Oh no.
Show our hands up. Woo. Give it the smoke wall.
Woo. Science. I don't know what I just did. Dual pipes.
All the donkeys.
Like a tuna can.
The more you know. Just like mayonnaise.
Babysitting duty.
Yeah, she tight, Lord.
We got leaks, guys.
She needs a drink.
About like I remember. Come on, buddy.
We're almost there, guys.
What do you want from me? Amazing amount of smoke. We may be on fire.
Flabbergasting.
Dr. Jones! Don't run over, Mom!
Heaven help us all.
Hold on, ladies.
It's nice. Oh, wow.
Postmaster here on the highway system. Anything coming? We're going! Bring it in. Bring it. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, yeah. That's good. Welcome back to the Sleeper Dude channel. We're back with Ralphie's Cushman Westcoaster Mailster. Isn't that right? Isn't that what it's called? We got to kind of move under its own power, but it's got no brakes at all. Terrible vibration. Wasn't run exactly right, so we're going to work on that. We're going to try some very experimental things with the rear brakes. So I've got a rear disc brake set up that's made for like a normal car with like a 9-inch Ford rear end, and we're going to try to make it work with this little Cushman. Do you think it's possible, sir?
Yes.
He thinks it's possible. There's going to be machining involved. We have no idea if it's going to work or not. Also got some tune-up stuff for the motor. So we got to make some things, get some things working better. And hopefully by the end of this video, we can get this thing where we can actually drive it and have brakes and have some fun with it. Because it's got a 2-cylinder Onan engine. These were used by the mail service back in like the 50s and 60s. It has a 3-speed on the column manual, which we had to get all that working in the last video. It was a nightmare. Let me show you what we got. I've just bought a single line master cylinder with a 3/4 bore. I really hope that fits. It goes underneath the steering column there under the floor. And see, these are the brackets here. So these are weld-on brackets that go on the rear axle tube. It's got full-size car brakes. We ought to have some really good brakes if we get them working. Are you trying to help me open it? And here is our rotors.
Oh, wow.
So
Lord almighty.
I know.
It's pretty big.
It's very big. We may have to switch our rear hoops to something a little bit bigger diameter. A lot of guesswork in it right now. The disc brake kit is from Quick Performance. This is just their entry-level weld-on kit. We got a correct coil for it because somebody had put some just regular car coils on it. So that has a single coil for both cylinders. I was worried that that's like timing one cylinder wrong. We also got a fuel pressure regulator because our fuel pressure was too high, if you remember, and it was pushing past the flow. So we were having to like turn the pump on and off. I got some points in a carburetor kit. So I really want to start with the rear brakes because we know we're going to have to do some major work to make that work. So let's get right to it.
Yeah.
You can't drive it, Robbie. You don't even have thumbs. It's got like a swing arm style suspension. So like the engine is mounted to the same plate as the rear axle, so it all pivots together. Oh, wow. Oh, it's got 3. I don't know how it's gonna balance out. I'm gonna have to like hold it till we get Jackson there. I've never jacked up in a previous one like this before. All right, that's good, bro. It feels so, if I let go, it would just fall over.
It's so sketchy looking.
Oh, Lord.
Real quickly, I want to mention that we have a website, thesleeperdude.com, with all our official merchandise. We try to give you guys good prices on stuff and not beat you up on shipping. We really appreciate your support there. We have lots of t-shirts, hoodies, hats, sign posters, keychains, stickers, a little bit of everything. You can also check us out on our second channel at Sleeper Dude 2. Check us out on our third channel, Sleeper Dude Armed. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Sleeper Dude 88, and also Sleeper Dude on Rumble. And our website is thesleeperdude.com. Thank you for your support.
Oh.
You said let go of it?
No. What is this?
There you go.
There you go.
We're definitely gonna have to do different hoops because even though the rotor will fit inside there,
You can't get a caliper.
the caliper is gonna hit it. So I was hoping that the hoop was spaced out so far, but it has more backspacing than I thought. Probably gonna have to get like some front wheel drive car ones that are like 14s or 15s that go in. No outside spacing, just inside. So we have room to the inside, we just don't have much outside room. So my plan is to take the old drums and use them as hubs to mount these two. And you can see we got a lip here that we're probably gonna have to machine differently. So there's no chance we'll go over it like that. I didn't expect it was. We're gonna have to turn this to this diameter. We're gonna have to cut this and cut the drum part off of it. At least that's the plan.
Oh, because we're not running drums anymore.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we'll take all the drum brake stuff off. I tried to buy the actual stuff it needed, and there was only one website I found that had them. And I tried to order stuff through there. After trying to make an order and it didn't go through, I read stuff everybody was saying, yeah, don't order from there. It's a scam or whatever. Yeah, no luck. That's less there. We got like the cheapest fuel pressure regulator money can buy. It's supposed to regulate it down to 1 PSI, but who knows. While we're working on this, Wall is going to put that in line between our pump and our carburetor to knock down our fuel pressure, hopefully. Right, Wall?
Right. We need a belt for it.
Yeah, we did. I forgot about that. I think we have some one-wire GM alternators here. We might just throw that on there.
Yeah. Hey, Dad, this Teflon tape is absolute trash. What the
Well, then
heck?
get some more.
This way? Is
So
that how you do it?
it's rolling off on you when you try to put it in or something?
Yeah.
Look at the way it's going to go. So this thread's this way, right? So if you put the tape on this way, as you're tightening, it would roll off, right? So that's the way you want to start, because when you end it, the end will be the opposite direction. Does that make any sense to you?
Yeah.
So you start that way, and that way, as it rolls, it actually lays it back down.
Okay. This sounds
You're welcome.
fun.
I learned that on a 63 Impala. All right, we're going to take this drum off. I think we need to find a new nut. I don't know where we would find one. This corner's just like gone. It's just not even there anymore.
I'm surprised it came off, really.
Well, we've had it off once before, this side.
Oh.
I don't think we've had the other side off.
Yay.
So this is like the early Mopar rear ends, like what our 64 Savoy has. This is keywayed onto a tapered axle shaft. So that's why we have to use this, because the drum is the hub. We've resorted to the puller. It's really too small of a drum for this. There you go. Isn't that funny how easy that is?
Works really good, don't it?
It works super good. We're probably gonna have to knock the studs out of it even, and then put them back in later. They're gonna be in our way of machining this surface here.
You see what that is? It's just like
It's like a, I don't know what it is. It looks like all thread, yeah. I don't know if that's factory. It sure don't look factory. Remember we had trouble with the studs on the front?
Yeah.
We'll keep all this right here. Obviously, I put these on here new, these springs, some stuff we had around here. I'm gonna keep all these just in case we need it, because obviously they ain't making them no more. All the cats are in here. It's just like a zoo around here, guys. There's animals everywhere. I'd like to not hurt the studs and be able to reuse them. Let's start the nut on here and see if we can drive them out the back side.
Hey! That's not nice. Yes, he's got a chunk of air.
What?
That is not nice.
So this is the inlet side, so I'm gonna hook it up so I go into the pump.
You better come over here and hide. He's after you today.
Did you even know you could do that, Mark?
No, I would have never tried that.
It's usually not that easy. Oh, look at that, Ralph. It's literally some like threaded bolts tack welded to some studs, and I guess that's to keep them from rotating, because I guess they were bad to rotate in there. Jamal does not want Tater in here for whatever reason. He says, I'm the shop kitty. Jamal spent the night in here last night, actually. Did you get it?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. So hopefully that will knock our pressure down and it won't push past our seat, especially after we put the rebuild kit in there.
Should be good. Oh, my eyebrows really, you can't see them though.
Squeeze, you got your heater on today?
Yeah.
You got it made. She's got her little fireside heater up there. She's running.
Clean.
Oh yeah. All right, machinist Ralphie. The drum has got to be smaller than 6.47, something like that. Probably cut it right here on this edge, actually. Don't you think?
Yeah.
So this is 2.77. What's our center hole here? 3.3. So we need to cut this down to that size first, while we can hold on to it by the drum, probably, right?
Yeah.
So we can machine this down to that size, and then we can cut this off. And this is the very first thing we have machined in our lifetimes.
Yeah.
Everything else has been just playing around, trying to figure out how things work. So try not to judge us too bad, guys. Well, let's get this chucked up in Ralphie's lathe here and get it turned down. 2.77. Is our thing big enough to grab it?
Sure.
This will be a real problem if it's not. I think it's going to be big enough, just barely.
Over here.
Here, what about this?
It's so rusty.
It's so rusty. What if we like do it here? See where that's at? Was that 93?
Yeah, 93.
You go over here.
It's a little off.
So
Oh, yeah, a little hammer.
we tap it. Is that how you do this?
Yeah.
And just a little bit on this side. What was that, 83?
Yeah.
Hey,
85.
we're pretty close there, huh?
Yeah.
Think that's close enough?
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and take this busted U-joint out because, as you can see, it's a little bit, I'm just gonna take all that out, besides these two brackets right here. Oh, there goes my, there goes my hand. This is like way harder than I thought this was gonna be.
You just tell me when you're ready.
Oh Lord, this is gonna be bad.
You ready?
No.
You ready?
I don't even know which way it's gonna go. Oh, that was way easier. Okay. Well, that works. Good deal. Oh, where'd that go?
Right here. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh. He said not to round it off. I think I just did.
Oh, wow. It's loosey-goosey, so we can just...
I think we probably should stop what we're doing.
Oh, God.
We got as close as we think we can with the dial indicator, and then we're just kind of watching the bit. The surface is so rusty, it's really hard to tell. Do you think it's close enough, Ralph? What do you think?
I think that's like as close as we're going to get it, so...
All right, we're gonna try this, guys. It's got a lot of bad hammer marks and stuff. We're gonna try to resurface this whole surface here. All right, Ralph, here goes nothing. There you go, turn the top. Hit those marks with the hammer again, huh? It's probably gonna take us a while because we have no experience.
I don't know which way this is going to go. Oh, no.
You got the one bolt in the center out?
Yes.
Okay. You might can leave that other center bolt and just take the two at the front and the two at the back out. I guess I'm getting chiropractic work done right now. I don't know what he's doing.
He loves you.
He does love me.
Oh, wow. This is going to be fun. Oh, wow. There's no way I'm getting that. I'm struggling so bad.
Keep it on there straight. That's the main thing.
If I could only be stronger.
Listen. There you go.
You make that so easy. What in the world?
Well, I do weigh like double what you do.
That is a good point. Oh, did it come out? It sure did.
Good job.
That works.
You're making progress.
Yeah, it's getting shiny. We're just trying to make sure that we're straight. We've had to adjust it a couple times. So we got a really nice smooth surface now. Now we got to cut this inside lip to our correct diameter. Ralphie doesn't really let me touch it much. What's funny is that's like the same diameter when this ring stops. So if we cut it until that thick part stops right there, we should be right where we need to be.
Put it like right here.
Yeah.
If there isn't a bug that crawls out.
There's no bugs.
Oh. I thought I was done. Nope.
Look at her over here heating them dogs up. Look, I'm in flip-flops. You're good. Last one?
Yeah. Okay.
You gotta take that other one
Yeah,
out?
I gotta take this out, but that was, I got it all out though. But
Good.
yeah, that works. This is so much easier, not just my own.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good job, Law.
I do feel accomplished. That works.
You can see what's happened here. This piece actually never broke, did it?
No.
This guy busted, and that's what they told us when we bought it. They said U-joint went out. It had a really funky setup where it has these rubber bushings and bolts, I'm assuming to make it smooth. The odd thing to me is the rear end doesn't move independently from the transmission. It's on the same arm. So my thoughts were, if we got a bolt long enough and made some spacers here, we could just bolt it directly together. We have some leftover aluminum spacers from the Metromite project. We might could get something that's the right width for that. We just need to find some bolts that are long enough to go all the way through that, I think.
Oh, how far you want? Dang, maybe that close. I think we need to be a tad longer.
Yeah, I think we need to be a little bit longer.
I think these are gonna work this time. Maybe. What? How are they the same? No way, did I get, hold on. I would have sworn these was long. Okay, hold on. I would have sworn they was longer. Alright, let's see.
I think that's gonna be it.
Yeah, I think that'll work.
So it looks like we need a 3 5/8 of an inch spacer. Do we have any of that thick? Those should be really close. We cut them down to 3 7/8 right there. Gotta work better than what we had. We're almost to the exact same depth as the outer ring we already did. See that rusty ring going away? Now it's all the same level. I don't want to take it loose because it took so long to get it squared up, but that was because it was so rusty too. Is it cool to finally do something with this?
Yeah.
You can see it's all one level now, and then we kind of have a really rough and ugly taper there. The face of this thing's pretty thick, and then it's pretty thin past that point.
Wait, should we take it off right there then?
Just back from here.
Okay, I'll probably just change their cutter then.
And the weird thing's going to be when we get it cut through, it's going to fall.
Yeah.
Because the only thing holding it is the outer ring that we're cutting off. It's really beat up from getting hit with a hammer. Well, Ralphie says we need to change out to the 4-jaw chuck
Right here.
to get it more centered because it was not really centered there.
Oh, no.
So we're trying to figure out how you swap it out. It's got like a little indentation here. These bolts out. Woo. Somebody's been machining some brass.
Yeah.
So this is supposed to be more accurate?
Yeah.
Well, accuracy is my middle name.
That's so relatable.
Gosh, it's heavy. That's a bigger round one. We should have had that one on there in the first place.
Oh, man. So this 4-jaw chuck has 4 individual screws that you tighten each different one in differently. So it's more precise than a 3-jaw chuck.
So these move independently.
Yeah.
The other one, they all move at the same time. So you can't adjust it if it's out of round. So I kind of eyeballed it here. We're going to try to get it where it needs to be. Whew. Whoopsie daisy. It's really out right there.
Yeah.
How did you steal Elvis's toy? It's not yours. No, you're just gonna chew it up.
It's not too bad, huh?
Yeah.
It's not moving around much. We must have guessed pretty good. I think some of that is just our pitting and rust bouncing it around.
Yeah.
Let's try it there. Maybe that'll be better. The is staying pretty flat. And this out here is moving. I almost think it's the casting is just really not very round. So this is the same high spot we had in the 3-jaw chuck. So it must be the casting. Well,
So I've got this high-speed steel blank, and I'm gonna try to make a tool because I don't have it. A tool to part off a piece from another. So we have that big piece of that drum that we don't need. So this just goes in, and it's just gonna be a little part that just goes in and cuts it off.
We've got about 3/4 of it now. That's the only rusty spot left, so we're getting close. We got our custom-made cutting bit here, fully designed by Ralphie. He claims this is what we need, so we'll see. We barely have enough room to make this side cut.
I take it slow, like real slow.
Really don't know how thick the front of this thing is. It's good cutting though. I like that noise it makes.
It's terrible.
I think it messed your bit up. It did. Took the corner off that bit.
Dang it.
Look, corners broke off there.
Dang it.
Let's back up and punt here. So I swapped out for a new bit here. Only the best, high-end, super expensive bit here. So it's got like a point to it. We're gonna try to just go straight in with it and cut this in half. I have no idea how much thickness is left. Let's see, it's cutting all that much. I don't know, that's cutting, bud. Looks like it's not doing anything. Like I don't even see a place where it's digging in, do you?
No.
I don't know if that bit's any good. Yeah, it's chewing the bit up.
It is?
Yeah, just like the last one.
Let's see, let's see.
Yeah, it's kind of like rounded the tip off.
Yeah.
Made the end blue and kind of rounded it off. We're back to our original bit that was working fine. I see a cut forming now. I'm worried about burning that bit up.
Yeah.
I don't know how much is too fast. How thick is this thing? Look how deep of a cut we've made already. You can see there how deep of a cut we've made, and it's still not through. I just keep moving back a little bit and in a little bit, trying to cut it.
Walt's gonna go ahead and take off these brake shoes for us. Isn't that right? At least you have a helper.
He's got him in his mouth. Rocky, you can't have that. You can't have that.
Look right here. Look at you.
He's my dad's haircut.
So handsome.
This is taking forever.
So I got a punch and I'm gonna try to drive out this pin. I can't get the pin out, so I'm gonna try to like shear it off. I guess I'm gonna have to use that puller. Oh. Tight, okay.
Don't give it all the beans, just a few beans.
Dad?
Yeah.
I don't know how much to get it, like beans wise.
I don't want to mess up the end of this axle, so we're going to heat it up. Well, we weren't videoing, it popped. We didn't expect it to come free without me putting additional pressure. Show you how good heat is.
Okay.
Oh, that one looks nasty in there.
Ooh.
If y'all want to go ahead and take these brakes off, that would be great.
Will do. That's so light. Aluminium.
Walt's been a good helper on this today.
I know. Yeah, that one doesn't have that. It's just got regular studs, so that is somebody's engineering over there.
Made it work?
No?
There's like a certain tool you use for that. I'll get that one. Oh, that's nasty.
Yeah, I don't think we're using this brake stuff.
I hope not. This stuff is just like corrodes. Okay.
What happened?
Probably just.
Why did it bind up?
Was it too much of a load? Did it get on the side of the bit probably?
I don't know.
Well, where did it stop at? Right there.
Right there, right? Yeah. Now we've rotated this bit around already. I was afraid it wasn't cutting good. All right, let me try it again. Try not to push too hard. How much thicker can it be?
Oh, she got the big guns out now. What kind of nasty these are?
Nah, it's pretty
I
gross.
don't know what that is.
This is the gun pile. Scraped off there. Like gross.
Ow.
Look how deep of a cut we have made already, guys. It's over 1/4 of an inch. That's probably over 5/16 of an inch. So I don't know how thick this is. I keep moving back so that we don't take our thickness off our front edge. Keep moving back, keep making deeper cuts, deeper cuts. Still have not been able to break through this thing. I keep thinking it's gotta be almost there.
Yeah.
We've been at this for hours.
Ew. That's so gross.
It's like that sticky tack stuff that your teachers used to use to
Yeah.
put stuff on the board. And that blue ball. Where in the world, like, how do I get these off here?
We got Ralphie on this side. Wall on that side.
Hold on, I think I just figured it out.
I can't believe that part of the drum's that thick. I think I'm just gonna turn the lathe on, set my cutoff wheel against this edge and just cut through it the old fashioned way.
Yeah. If we had the right tool, it'd probably already be done.
Well, if we had the right skills and the right tool, it'd definitely be done.
Yeah.
We're putting a rod through it, so maybe it won't take off after me when I cut through it. There you go. Now hopefully we have a hub that'll work. Man, it took forever. Looks like we should have been back farther. Look how thick that is.
That is super thick.
It's the same thickness all the way back, so I think we were all right. We were taking a lot off of this edge though. All right, does it fit? There you go. So now we have a hub that used to be a drum.
Yeah.
Good
We're just out
job.
here making magic happen, aren't we?
Yeah.
And that's our first project with the lathe.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Worked out good.
Our taper feels good. It feels like it's like locked in there. I really thought when I looked at it that we were going to have to center it off of this edge. After we got it apart, we could make it the diameter we needed. One down. That took 5 hours, guys. That's so funny. A machinist could probably do it in like 30 minutes or something, but at this rate, we may get the other one done today. Have you shown Mom your hacksaw you made?
Oh.
Let's look at what he's done.
Please don't. I don't need to see it.
Blade. Like this.
He found them.
Okay.
Oh, this guy.
Oh my gosh.
Beefiest hacksaw ever.
That's Mad Max if I've ever seen it.
It'll never fall apart.
Does it look exactly how you envisioned it?
I cannot see it at all. I'm sorry. I was like cutting this to cut that to cut this. I didn't know what you were doing.
I want to see how thick that is. I'm going to measure it. 0.3 of an inch, so it's almost 1/3 of an inch. So it's like 5/16 of an inch thick.
That's crazy.
It's really thick. So now, this is just scrap metal. I'm going to go out on a limb and say, I kind of doubt somebody else has done this with one of these before. I feel like this is probably the first Westcoaster Mailster drum to be converted into a hub for disc brakes, yeah? You think we can do the next one without using the cutoff wheel or not? What can you make out of that there, Art, man? A base for something?
Yeah. I'll keep it.
Clearly.
Some of Squig's artwork she's been doing. You made yourself right at home with this little mail coaster.
It is not one to come out of here. What's a hook now? What's hooked up now? Oh, that didn't work.
I think we got it all squared up good here, both directions. Look pretty good to you?
Absolute material.
I guess we're gonna do this in the same order we did the last one. All right, Ralph, you wanna take over?
Yeah.
I'll go do the other things. Not because they're easy.
But because they're all.
Exactly. Ralphie the machinist. I'm helping Wall now. This is not cooperating with her. I guess this is your emergency brake here. Probably gonna take the whole backing plate off. The whole thing. I think we can take this flange off, pull the backing plate, and put the flames back on. I think it has a seal in it. Oh yeah. Yeah, reuse that guy. And the brake line is not getting reused. You just cut it. That. Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
Put this back on there. We're good to go.
Well, that's a crash out, dude.
You alright over there?
No, it ain't working. It ain't coming out of here. I've been broken off.
I'm done on my side.
Of course you are. If you get done with stuff in like 3 seconds. Oh, what?
Here you go.
Are you for real?
What?
I could just took that thing off the whole time. So I'm gonna drop the gas tank to see if it's usable or not.
You've been chomping on, ain't you?
Yeah.
I think it's a copper line, Copperhead Road style. I mean, it's done now, but we probably should have cut it farther up where you put a hose on it later. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think you just need a flat screwdriver and you can take those loose. This is your ground, this is your signal wire. That's just full of dirt, isn't it? Oh,
That sounds terrible.
sounds absolutely hideous. I wonder if it will hold liquids. Don't see anything obvious. I guess let's try to clean it out. We really need to get that off there because that might be our only access, looks like.
So I faced it and put the taper on it, so the front side is done.
Looks better.
Oh,
Oh, I'm not happy.
apparently she was rotten.
Ooh.
Look down there.
Wow.
I may have the record. Like
This is the record.
the most dirt in the smallest tank.
Wow.
This may have been open because it only had like a aluminum can for a
Yeah.
cap. So junk may have been going there for years. That's an odd
what?
place to rust out. If it's rusted out there at the top, there's definitely other spots that's going to be weak. I honestly can't believe it did that. It may have to have the boat tank for a little bit longer. I really doubt you can buy that tank. That's a bummer. Usually they're always right out in the bottom, not the top.
Yeah.
It's not impossible to weld on a gas tank. You've seen us weld on gas tanks on this channel. Thin as that is, I'd just be afraid that you're welding to junk. You know, it's just gonna give you more problems. So.
Well, and two, like, I don't know how you get all that cleaned out of it. I mean, that would take forever.
This thing may get like a little fuel cell or something like
Yeah.
the Pinto has. It has like a 5-gallon aluminum cell. We may have to end up doing something like that, but I don't think we're gonna be fixing that one. I took over just so this thing don't sling off here. Big. Trying to see if it was breaking through because it's kind of getting rough.
So while Dad's cutting that off, I'm gonna take the carburetor off, and what he said is I have to take the exhaust off and then the intake. Wow, they go up right there. They both do. I thought they went out farther. It's just right there. Okay, I got the washer back out of the intake, but it's fine. I dropped the washer down in the intake, and I had to get it out with a hook. That's all the exhaust has.
Wow, and look, she blowed out right there.
Yeah, I already thought to extend them. That's terrible. That's why it's so loud. Now I'm gonna take the intake off.
Brother,
You just held it over there.
living life on the
dang
edge.
Oh my word.
Oh, wow.
Get it, Walk. Get it. Get it. It's like, yeah, there you go. Ooh.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go scrape on those.
I think it's cut loose. There you go. Cut loose. Man.
That took a while.
This side took 2.5 hours.
Well, you take time and a half.
Yeah, well, Ralphie did most all of it.
Yeah.
I just did it once it got scary. We made some serious amount of shavings, Ralph.
Yeah. Don't knock them off, please.
Yeah, you want to keep your shavings?
Yeah.
This one was quicker to cut through the backside, even though it took a long time, because we knew how far to go back to make our cut. Before, we were trying to cut too far forward. The hub was thicker than we thought it would be. Are you already trying to clean up stuff?
Yeah.
Man, what a cool machine, huh?
Yeah.
You got a whole box full. If you look, they were made different, because this had a big ridge here, and then it went shallow, and then it had another ridge. This one was flat, so
Which
I don't know
one looks
why.
better? Mine or yours?
Oh man, yours definitely is better. Now we got a set of hubs. I figured out that I don't have the correct brake hoses. I don't know why, but I was thinking drum brakes, I guess, and I got one of those Ford F100 hoses I always get from the 70s for the center, but really I needed the ones on the ends because the brake calipers do this, you know, so you gotta have a hose on each end. So I got to get 2 brake hoses for like a geometric caliper from the 70s, 80s. I need to do that before they close too.
Yeah. You got you some shavings. Shavings. Take that in the engine room next time we're building the engine. Sprinkle.
I hate this design. It bolts from the bottom. That's why we had to pull the intake.
The gaskets are all good, so.
Good deal. We'll probably cut them with some RTV and put it good. Look at that intake hole. So now we can actually correctly go through this carburetor. We probably should take this apart real quick, drop it in ultrasonic, and then we can go get our brake hoses tonight.
Yeah.
That way it can be cleaning. We actually found parts on like eBay for this. It's an own an engine, and once you know like the series, you can get parts for them. See, it's a CCK series, I think is what it is. I don't know what brand this carburetor is. They make their own carburetors or what? We've had this top off of this before. Looks like we got some new dirt in there. We didn't mess with our idle mixture or anything. Let's see where it's at. That's 1.5 turns. Okay.
I thought you were supposed to count that loosening it.
No, that was wall one time. We don't talk about it. I told her to count those before she takes it out, and she counted out instead of in. It looks like this is a bowl drain vent here. See, all this is from the bottom. You have no access to this. Ooh, there's a jet. Come on, Randy. Did it not pop out of there? It's got to, right?
Mm-hmm. What are you doing, Rocky? We haven't got it fixed yet. You about ready for bedtime, huh?
We still got a dauber's nest here, Marge.
Uh-oh.
That jet does come out. It just gets thicker on the way back, which is kind of a pain, but it did come out eventually. All right, let's put all of our pieces in our ultrasonic here. Hopefully our kit is right that we have. I hadn't even compared it. Look at all the dirt that was in it.
Yeah.
In she goes. Hey, float works. Still floats. Are you ready to go to town?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
We're going to town to get parts for it.
Yay.
Hopefully they have everything.
And sneak in a snack.
We had to order the brake hose. They didn't have it in stock. We got some spark plugs. They didn't have the nut we need for the axle, so we're going to go in here. It's a mistake to take Ralphie here. Come on, we don't need any new tools. This is all he does. He's like, Dad, we need that. Maybe they have this nut here, though. It's, I think, a 3/4 by 16 thread. Oh, here we go. Nothing. Everything else is full. You knew he was going to talk me into Burger King. Have you been good today? Oh, you haven't? World War II documentary. It's not.
Planes in his group of 30 do not.
Just driving the old turbo coupe to pick up the parts. It wasn't even hot on the gate. Woo! We sprung a leak. Right in the upper radiator hose. That's not good. Ralphie said, let's drive the turbo coupe. They didn't have the hose I need in stock, so we're just going to tape it up and try to make it back home.
Hopefully it works.
We didn't bring any tools.
Yeah.
Oh, good as new, right?
Yeah, I just keep wrapping.
Put the whole roll on it.
Yeah.
Oh, we're back on the road now. He's good as new.
Yeah.
It just shut off.
Try it again. It is eternally parked. That is crazy.
Well, that was fun while it lasted.
Yep. That was awesome.
You ready to get started? I knew there was going to be a jump. You think he's going to sit and be good? He's just getting ready to jump and get you. He's growing up, isn't he? He's into everything.
He's so good.
We got our rotor on here, test fit. Never could find a nut for the axle, so I guess we're going to have to use the old ones. Hadn't tried to start the turbo coupe yet this morning, have we?
No.
She's probably fine. So we got the correct hoses now. Let's test fit our caliper and stuff. Let's just see if what we're trying to do is even possible here. So the idea is something like that right there. But how's our spacing? Because this really sticks out a lot. You decided to come to work? I love your coat. Does that keep you warm?
Granny, not my drink.
I got the brake pads in there now and our hose just so we know everything we gotta fit in here. So we can put this caliper pretty much anywhere we want to. The bleeder's gotta be at the top. Looks like we have a spacing issue here. The rotor's not far enough back for this bracket to go onto the axle tube. Wait, can I slide it back? A little more right here? Ooh, maybe I can do that. We just need it pretty much center. This does float, but it only floats so much, you know? I feel like we're gonna have like way more brakes than we even need if this works right.
Oh, she gonna be stopping on a dime.
Oh yeah, giving you 8 cents change. It's gonna be right at the limit. We're gonna have to do some modifying here for sure.
While he's trying to figure that out, I'm gonna take out the spark fluid. And I'm gonna take off the alternator and put on the new one. In the world?
Okay. So I had to take the upper 2 bolts out right now. Just trying to figure out if it's even possible for it to mount on the back side of the flange where it's supposed to mount. You know, we're having this issue because we have a really weird spacing because of how we made our hubs. If we had a ton of thickness on our hubs, we might could cut them back farther, thinner. I don't want them to break though. So that actually fits super nice on the housing because it's like the correct diameter and everything. We would have to re-drill our holes and probably put longer bolts on the top. But I need to measure and see if that's centered up in here.
The reach on these plugs are super short.
About to get it, Wall?
Not really. Yay!
It's a house.
That thing crusty.
It should look rough.
Dead? Oh, they go on an angle. Never mind. Okay, there we go. Good job. Don't want to overtime them. I don't want to vacuum all this stuff on top of here on this junk so I'm getting under the engine. I'm just gonna take this off because it's pretty trash. You gotta be kidding me. Come on. Okay.
That was a lot easier.
So I'm gonna mount this coil, and these holes are already here, so.
Did you say coil?
I did say coil.
I thought it was a coil.
It's a coil.
Coil, right?
Coil. Okay, she mounted.
That's a factory replacement coil. You can see it runs 2 cylinders. They had this set up, which is not factory. And I'm afraid that it was firing at the same times on both cylinders, which may or may not be right. Maybe this is fine. But I was just like, I'd rather have the correct coil and know that it's firing at the right time.
Yeah.
Because it kind of was running poorly when we drove it last time. And I didn't know if it was the carburetor or possibly this crazy ignition system. So just trying to weed out variables here.
Oh my lord. Look at that bolt. It's fucking screwed. So I'm gonna hook up these plug wires. Don't work without it, you know what I'm saying?
No, he's got to clean it up a little bit.
I just noticed that the whole engine was yellow, not just that panel. I think it's a cool color.
She she just can't help but pick at stuff. Like anytime there's booger picking involved, she's in.
He don't want me messing with it. She's like, don't scratch my paint. Yeah, she's scraping it at us. I'm like, no. It's cool.
Oh, it is very yellow, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought that was under there.
It says owning right here. P1542.
So I've been held up here the last few minutes because I cross-threaded this into the bracket. So now I've got to fix the threads on this and the bracket. If something like this happens, guys, just stop and fix it. Don't keep cross-threading it in harder. I went through that portion of my life already. It don't turn out well usually. This is a 7/16 by 20 thread. So I had to find a die that fits this and a tap that fits the bracket. So once I fix my issues here, we might can finally check the spacing on this. We figured out that our alternator that Walt took off has a completely different spacing than a GM1 wire, which I keep in stock around here does. It's looking like we're going to have to cut this to that depth to make this work. To the inside, we got 1.12, and to the outside, we've got 2.06.
So I'm gonna change out the points and condensers because they're really crusty.
We're about 3/10 of an inch off. We've got to move this out this way 300 thousandths. So I got to figure out how we're going to make that happen.
All right.
I literally just put that on there, and now it doesn't want to come off. How's it not stuck already? Wow. I think what I figured out is the thickness of this axle flange is the same distance we're off. So it's gonna have to go on the front side of this axle flange, which is right where this goes, so we can't exactly do that. I'm thinking that we might be able to take the original brake backing plate and bolt it back on there and then weld our bracket to this. At least that's the current theory. It may be too far out the other way, like it intersects at the exact wrong point, unfortunately.
So I gotta put an end on this so it'll work correctly.
Maybe you can use that.
These are so tiny. There we go. Lord in heaven.
I see where it went.
Yes! Okay, so I got that guy in there too. I tightened it down with my wrench.
World's smallest wrench.
No, there's smaller ones than that.
Is there?
Yeah.
What is that noise?
A squeeze up there painting.
She's tapping.
Okay.
Well, if there's any chance of this working, this big ring here is gonna have to be gone because I know that spaces it back the wrong way too much. So I'm gonna cut this ring off of this thing, just inside of it, and see if we can make something work here.
That's cool.
Yeah, maybe that'll work.
Okay. That's all of them. Awesome. Oh, you wire weld it?
Oh yeah, I figured you'd get mad if I didn't. Maybe we can weld it up to this lip right here or something,
Yeah.
you know, weld to that.
Awesome. I'm going to try and set the gap on these points. I've never done it before, but there's a time for everything. Where's it go? Oh, right here. That makes a lot more sense. Yeah, there's a big gap.
Is that changing it?
Yeah. Right there it drags.
Good deal. Saps her down.
She does open and she does close. Strap these wires up. We ain't going nowhere.
Look at you getting all fancy and everything.
So I'm making a new wire to go from the points to the coil on the negative side. Good thing I made it removable.
We gotta get to the master cylinder over there.
Hooray.
This would be perfect for our axle tube, but it looks like it's going to intersect right at the axle flange, which is just over 4 inches. I'm gonna have to re-radius this 4-inch size here. And I'm also going to have to bring it down as close as I can to where the rotor still clears these pins, because we want to be able to fit the smallest diameter hoop possible because we don't have a lot of room.
Well, I was going to take this little plate off so we can see the master cylinder a little bit better. Maybe get a wrench on it. Oh. It didn't do nothing. What is that thing?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Oh, it probably was like, we probably just messed it up. We probably just messed it up.
What is it? Installed. We got that wire. So I'm gonna try to measure these so I can get them to the right distance. Oh, I didn't have the stupid thing on. Okay. So 3.557. Scratch it on here. It ain't got much to take off, so we're gonna throw it up in the lathe.
I'm going pretty aggressive with this cut here, guys, because this is the diameter of that axle flange, but we can't weld right up against the axle flange. We have to have enough room for the weld. I'm pretty much cutting as far back as I can. Right, Ellie? She really gets into it. You can't talk to her. She's everybody's best friend if you interact at all.
So I'm gonna drain the oil because it's probably really nasty. I think this is the, okay.
She black.
I mean, I don't see on like glitter or nothing. It's just really dark. Interesting.
Not a lot of pressure, huh?
No, there's probably not a lot in it. All right, I think it's done draining finally. Took it 3 years.
You checking it out, baby? Huh? Better slow up and check it. Will help.
Yeah, she's still low. Okay. Okay. I think that's pretty good. It took the whole gallon, so she should be good.
So I was not able to get an oil filter for it. This has a canister style filter. I tried looking up online, tried doing stuff at the parts store. Have no idea what the number is for this filter element, so we're gonna run it like this for now. Hopefully I can figure out what it is. If you guys know, let me know in the comments on the oil filter.
I love him. You did so good.
I never tried aluminum.
He's breaking off there, huh?
Yeah, it's softer than cast iron or steel.
We never made them kind of curly fuse, have we?
3.6. Is my mark right? Yeah. So I'll just go down to that mark and then should be fine.
You're getting close.
Measure twice, cut once.
3.57. So that's right. Look, beautiful.
Does look good.
See if it fits and make another one.
Oh yeah.
Very good, sir. Very good.
Incredible.
Good job.
Alright, that was pretty good. Did he say champ on the inside and outside?
Very high quality, sir. What are you gonna do with all these shavings?
Look at him. Wow, this is so awesome. It's just a perfect fit. There we go. Well, that hit, we need to make sure it won't hit going around. Okay, well, hold on a second. Hold on. It won't,
Put your
hold
belt
on.
in.
Let's just do this first. Okay. That looks so good. Cross-threaded. There we go. Now we're gonna spin it. That's awesomeness at its greatest.
I think that'll work. I'm sure what they had was so that you didn't have like a transfer of vibration or whatever. We may not need to clutch dump it, you know?
Yeah.
Probably be easy on the clutch.
Sheer.
I think that's gonna be about 1,000 times better than what we had. We took a break here to test out the turbo coupe. Oh no. Okay.
Usually it cranks slow, but then it went.
I can't believe you broke the turbo coupe.
I didn't do that. It was worth it though. It was pretty fun.
At least I got something else I need to fix now. We'll have to finally put that computer in it. We'll see how this goes. Do you get in trouble a lot?
Yeah.
He loves to chew on stuff. That's his favorite thing to do.
So this is driving me crazy that this is so dirty and that it's yellow underneath, and I want to see that yellow, so I'm gonna start cleaning it up.
You think he's gonna be good?
No.
You sure are handsome. Yes, you are. That was a good little trial visit down here, huh? Off you go now. Well, it's definitely getting more yellow, huh?
Yeah.
Guys, you gotta check your rear end because nobody's gonna do it for you.
Okay, I got it.
I'm gonna say it's low. Sometimes they surprise me. Yeah, it's low. It actually has a substantial rear axle considering how little this vehicle is. It looks like our spacing's gonna be pretty spot on there. Only problem right now is this is hitting this, so I'm gonna have to grind like a half moon shape there to give us more clearance. But aside from that, I think everything else looks good.
Whoa! You sure you poured out? Okay.
She's just a little bit low.
Just a little bit. Okay, I think that's good.
I think we got it. It's as far in as it can go without touching the pins. It's the right in and out spacing, I believe. I'm gonna transfer this cut over to the other side before I tack this on here and have to start over. We'll get this welded on there. That took a while.
Let's look at these. That's a lot cleaner. Where's this guy? It'll look a lot better when I scrub it up down.
I bolted them together so they can't move. Scribe a line in here. So once again, if this had different spacing, this would be a lot easier. You wouldn't have to cut these brackets at all. So if it would have just went in like another 1/4 of an inch.
So yeah, her jacket's cattywampus because you would have thought I was trying to kill her putting it on her. She was having no part of it.
So we've got some drill bits in here to space this pin off the rotor equally on top and bottom, same size drill bit. We've got the bracket flush against our old backing plates here, and I'm gonna tack it in place. You think it's in the right spot, Ralph?
Yes.
I'll weld it as much as I can here to keep it, you know, where it needs to be, and then we'll take it off and finish weld it.
So I got this all cleaned up, but I'm gonna let Dad assemble it because he's all weird about that stuff. And I'm probably gonna try to fix the gas pedal.
Give it the smoke wall.
I'm telling you, this thing is ridiculous.
The master cylinder bolts?
Yeah, they're like terrible.
They're probably super rusty. You may have to heat them up or something if you can't get them.
Probably. It's really bad.
So as you can see, our gas pedal is terrible. So is our floor. So I'm gonna take this floor out, put a new floor in. I'll have to make a new thing for this pin to go in so it can pivot. Hopefully it works. Let's do this.
There's our brake bracket. So I've just got to weld around all this now and put it back on. I could do it on the vehicle, but I don't want to heat up this bearing. Check out them dimes, bro.
Oh wow, dimes.
Straight up dimes.
What about those though?
Don't
Those are more like half-cents. What is holding this?
Maybe for the last time, Marge?
Yep.
You like that final assembly, don't you?
Yes, sir, I do.
Hey, Granny.
There you go. Now I'm just gonna measure that out.
Here you go. Look centered up on there. I think we're going to be good to go. It still has room to float left and right like that. That was more work than I thought it was going to be. We just have such a weird setup. Everything's done here except for making the brake lines and doing the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to the other side.
I'm gonna check the transmission fluid level. Ralphie's in the way of me working on the master cylinder, so I'm gonna do this. Am I going the right way? Yeah, this way, my bad. Oh, she dropped. Eee. Oh, as I spill it everywhere. Oh, she's spilling out. Oh, hold on. Woo. Put that back in there. I can't even.
I see her hand. It's like so loose. It's like I
I can't even get here. Oh
You
my
need
god.
help? I can get in front of you.
No, it's okay. Oh, this time. Okay.
There you go.
That was way more complicated than it had to be.
So I got this pattern here, and I'm going to go cut it out in the shear, and I'll probably weld it to that panel, and I'll probably make one for the other side of the floor. Then I'll have one big removable floor pan. Yeah, science. Boom. Floor pan.
There's your line, bro.
You gotta leave a little room for it just.
Okay, we're gonna, whatever you're about to do, you need to go ahead and do it, Ralph.
Yeah, I do. Now I'm making the slot. Here, now I'll go cut it with the hand shears.
Throw it to it, Wall.
There's no way she's coming out of there.
So the 2 bolts for the master cylinder are completely stuck. I got the backing plate cut. I'm just putting the studs back in now.
I really think that in order for us to get these out, we have to get the stuff out, but I don't know how in the heck we do that. Yo, I don't know what I just did, but there is fluid leaking all over me.
Probably full of water, Walt.
Why is it in between here anyways? Like, who came up with this? How do you even get it out?
I shouldn't have done that. I've got to make a hole down for this because I can't pull a pedal over to slide it in. So I can slide this in and tighten this down with the pedal in it. Hey, it works. Look, Dad.
Looks great.
It works.
Heat treatment. Well, I got this side done. Everything rolls freely, so I'm super excited about that. I got my brake hoses on there. They're not tight, so we just got to do our master cylinder and brake lines, bleed it. Maybe we'll finally be done with this. I want to measure, though, to see what we can fit on here. I know we're going to have a bigger diameter hoop because this is not going to clear our little 12s. We have quite a bit of room going back. So we have 7.5 inches, maybe a little bit more towards the back. But we only have about 1.5 inches to the front. 9 inches total, but 7.5 of it goes to the back. So probably gonna have like a front wheel drive hoop for this thing. And the inside diameter is gonna have to be 7 inches with clear, so double that's 14. It's gonna have to be at least 14 to the inside. Probably at least a 15-inch hoop on this thing. Look at that, guys. Look how nice it looks.
Awesome.
So it's a couple different pieces. He's going to tack them together. Hopefully, we won't lose any toes now.
Yeah.
Although we need to get the master cylinder out and the new one in, which bolts up a different way, and it's going to be a major headache probably. I really want to get this carburetor and intake on because I think we're going to have to RTV some of that, and we need it to dry. So make sure all our patches are good here. Well, Ralphie already did some work to it.
Boom.
Oh, wow. Looking good, Ralph. Now, is that detachable?
I think.
So this is our new seat, or our needle and seat here. It actually looks like I may have got the correct kit on this. Our needle looks different, but I'm sure it's made to fit the seat. I just really hope we don't push past the seat anymore like we were last time.
What is this? What is he doing?
You're scaring me.
Get somewhere with that.
The gasket looks correct. Maybe we won't have that problem anymore.
I've never seen it done like that before.
I think it's working.
Yeah, that's a great
Think
way
we're
to
good.
test it too.
Yeah, you always want to do it that way.
Yeah.
Mixture screw out of here. We're reusing the same jet. Not much to this carburetor, actually. Maybe that means it'll run.
That's what you
Came
get.
off. That's cool. That'd be cool to put on the end. A little flare.
No.
I got some exhaust tubing and I'm gonna extend it out the back. I'm thinking dual pipes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Know
yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm saying.
As good as new now, hopefully. It only has 3 screws, guys.
She
Incredible.
little.
It looks so much better. Ralphie did a great job
Yeah.
cleaning it.
And that was like dark because it corroded, but
Yeah,
I got it all cleaned up.
good job. We got a new paper thin gasket here. Look at the old one, how out of shape it was. It was like, came over into the hole there. We don't need any restrictions on this hog leg, do we?
No.
This goes this way, right?
I bet this is added horsepower. Exhaust that somebody put on it, like, they knew what they were doing.
Clearly they knew what they were doing. I hate this design. This is the worst design. Like, why would you have to take the intake off to get the carburetor bolts out? You could probably work under there and just mess with it forever and get it, but I mean, that's just crazy.
Hey, it's an owning, son.
It appears that from the factory, it only goes half throttle.
Oh yeah, we noticed that. It never went full throttle.
This is idle. It hits this, and that is only like half throttle.
Well, we're gonna have to adjust that.
You can't bring it any farther this way. Why in the world would they have it that way?
They didn't want to give them all the donkeys.
If you had a carb spacer, it would give you more room to go down with
Hey, we
throttle.
could. Oh, dang it.
Because we're dealing with ancient gaskets, I'm gonna put some RTV on here. I just don't want this thing to leak anymore. It always had a bad exhaust leak. Oh, speaking of, it actually has pretty long intake runners, which small engines usually, you know, like you've messed with small engines.
Yeah,
They usually have a really short runner. So it actually has a pretty long runner, which is really good for low-end power production, which is where an engine like this lives.
Like those Predators are like terrible.
This is so funny. It has one bolt on each side. That is so strange. I don't see how that exhaust one seals up. It don't even have a bolt.
I can't wait to make my exhaust.
Yeah, super priority for sure.
Yeah.
Well, now that can be drying.
So I want to make a new seat for it since the other one's wrong. There's our corner. I'm just gonna cut it out.
This is actually the window cutouts from the RV project. Glad I saved it, huh?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gonna drill a hole in this so the fuel line can go through instead of being under the plywood.
That's my boy.
There we go.
Perfect. Look at that.
She's a beaut.
She is, in fact, a beaut. I think this side's bent out a little bit. Metal, but that'll work. That'll be a lot better than what we had before, because we were like scared.
Hanging on the edge.
Yeah. I'm going to grind the heads off these bolts. They got the nut off there, but there's like a spacer sleeve that is seized up on the bolt heads that just won't come loose. So I want to grind the head off these. It'll probably take a minute. One more to go. I think that's all. Should fall out of there now. Yeah, it fell out. There you go. See those spacers there? See those bolts? That was y'all's problem.
Okay.
Those guys, even though they were spinning, it just wouldn't slide through there. So here's my next issue. I bought this because they're compact, they're aluminum. This is the same kind of master cylinder I ran on the Starlet, actually. And as you can tell, it's smaller than this, but unfortunately, the flange is the wrong direction. I gotta figure out if we can make this work or not. I don't know why that's that way, because look how hard that's gonna be to get a bolt in there. Go right here. Look, it's already hitting. So you'd have to either space it way out here, or you'd have to cut an access hole there. There's not even anything here to bolt it to. We'd have to like weld a tube there or something to bolt it to. That's not helpful. Marge is making sure our brake pedal's greased here. Appreciate the effort, Marge.
I love greasing things.
And what are you doing, sir?
I'm knocking out the exhaust so I can weld it.
Me and Marge have snuck out here to the Nova wagon. I feel like that would be the perfect master cylinder. Not that this one's any good. Every master cylinder I've got in the shop is too long. See, this guy's only like 5 inches long. The bolts go that way instead of this way. Let me show you the ones I got in the shop and why they won't work. This guy is too long. There's no room. Like, this is the longest it could be. which obviously this guy's plenty short enough. I couldn't drill this upper hole because it's going to intersect right in that beam that comes out. And the other one goes under the beam, and I could probably make it work, like weld a tube to it. Let me see if there's any options at like the parts store. Maybe I could get a master cylinder like that Nova has real quick. Think you got it tacked in there?
Maybe. Wow.
I wonder what it'll sound like. Exactly.
It's like a turkey.
Got it?
Yeah.
Look at that, true duels. I just called the parts store and ordered a new master cylinder for that Nova out there, basically, 63 Nova. And they said they can have it first thing in the morning, so we're gonna try that in the morning. We'll try to do everything else we can tonight, but it's getting awful late. They're coming down here to me, down the pipe. Just spun on them straight to you. True duel, son.
She's good.
What in the world?
I thought we didn't have any hoops here that would fit, but then I forgot we have a bunch of donut spares that hold air, because we just went through everything. If you don't watch the second channel, go to Sleeper Do Too and watch the second channel, okay? We do a lot of cool stuff. You may not have even seen the Lathe and mill if you didn't watch that. These two look like they match. They look like the right lug pattern. They're only 23 inches tall, so these might be a match and they might actually work. That would save us a trip to the junkyard. All right, let's see if those fit. Ralphie found a Honda Civic one back here too.
What in the world?
And I don't think they're gonna fit.
Yeah, no. What
They're too
in the
big.
world? That
Oh,
is
yeah.
crazy.
It won't even fit here. It hits the body there.
That would look hilarious.
It would look hilarious. I was afraid it'd be too big. Look at that, Marge.
Looking good.
Oh, it's so close there.
Oh, we can just,
Give it a
file
trim.
that down. Yeah.
Let's see if it'll bolt on there. As long as your suspension doesn't sag much, you'll be all right. They're still brand new, Ralphie. Look at that.
Where's spare?
They've been waiting their whole life for this moment right now. Look, it doesn't rub that right there. I honestly can't believe we had a matching set. It clears your brakes, right? Yeah. You can see through there. You only have just like a little bit. You see, these are cooling vents right here. Keep them cool. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten our gas tank straps back up so we don't drag them off. I'm gonna tack these hangers on here for Ralph.
Peeling it like a tuna can.
Well, we got his hangers on there, so true duels now. And this will make it a lot easier too to diagnose if like it's not running right. You can kind of see if both cylinders are running or if one's smoking or whatever. Because before we really couldn't tell anything. You got it off there. That was welded on there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I want to sit down and see how it looks on
That's awesome. Yeah, it's good.
Oh, yeah. You got that right, don't it?
Yeah.
At least it clears the brakes and everything. It rolls nice and easy.
Yeah.
One may be a little longer than the other one, but we can straighten it up.
Character.
We might could put a little bit taller one in the front one day. We got a little bit of room. We might could go a couple more inches taller in the front. How much is it going to squat? Is it going to rub there? If I put my weight in here to squat a bunch,
No, like 1 inch.
I am going to wire back in our coil because we took all that stuff out. Hook up our kill switch. I'll probably actually mount it somewhere this time.
Yeah,
Instead of
that'd be a
having
good
to
idea.
find it. Ralph, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna mount this seat.
Oh, nice.
What's on?
That's going to work really good. I'll show you how to wire this thing in to where you don't burn it up.
I thought we were going to paint them.
No.
What are you
Rust.
going to let them rust?
Yep.
Did you say you let it rust? Let me give you all an explanation of how points ignition system works when you have a ballast resistor. A lot of coils are not designed to be run at 12 volts all the time. They'll actually burn up. Since there's a ballast resistor here, I'm assuming that this coil is the same way. We have 12 volts coming right off the battery cable here to a tall kill switch. And when this is up, it sends power out here, 12 volts, to this side of the resistor. It'll go in 12 volts here, but it'll come out on the other side like 9 volts or something. But to help with starting on like cold starts and stuff, it's good to have like a full 12 volts to the coil to have a hotter spark. If you go off the I side of your starter solenoid, this side right here, when this thing kicks the starter, it also sends 12 volts to this, which goes to the output side of the ballast resistor and sends 12 volts straight to the coil. So we'll have 12 volts when cranking, we'll have like 9 volts when it's running. And that will keep the coil from getting burned up. And that's how you wire one in. The more you know. We're finally back around to our alternator issue here. 2.5 inches looks like. We'll mark where 2.5 inches is on this alternator. So right there is how far we've got to cut this. Now, I would mess with the bracket, but it's like cast into the block. So that's really not an option. This is probably like a 40 amp alternator here. This is probably like a 140 amp alternator. We got a nice line there to go off of now. Obviously, we have the mill here, but we don't have any way to put any kind of cutter head on it to do this. And I don't know how we would hold this thing down without taking it all apart. So we're just gonna do it the old fashioned way. Dead on. Okay, we're right at 2.5 now. Maybe that will work. I immediately found out when I picked up the bolt that the hole's not big enough, so it's gotta go up to 1/2 inch. Now maybe it'll fit. This is just a universal GM one-wire alternator. I really love them. I put them on everything, just like mayonnaise. Wow. It does hit our shroud, so we don't have as much adjustability. It may have to have a little bit longer belt. Amazing how many belts we have, and nothing seems to fit. That's a straight up banjo string right there. I think we'll try that one. It's a little bit tight. That's really all we got. Seems to turn free. We should have more than enough charging.
Making a rest.
I'm just running a brand new, like 10 gauge charging wire there. You don't want to cheap out on your main charging wire. I'd probably run one bigger than this if it was a car that had like accessories and stuff. This is about all we can do until we get that master cylinder tomorrow. It's already super late. Girls have already gave up on us. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have a master cylinder and we can get some working brakes to drive this thing. This is how I have to eat dinner now. All he thinks about is food. Well, the parts store just opened. They say they've got our master cylinder. Ralphie broke the turbo coupe, so we're in the Subaru.
I did not break.
We got a couple old cars we need to fix right now. Falcon still broke down. Think that'll work?
Yeah.
For sure. This is for sure gonna work.
Oh, if I'm a million.
You ready to work?
Let's go.
Let's go. He's never walked around down here yet. We're assuming this isn't gonna last long because he usually doesn't act good.
You did everything.
Ooh, scary. You want the brace in that?
Yeah, and I love the back side.
Oh, looks better. Squeeze is on babysitting duty.
A little bit shorter, huh?
Yeah, it's a little dinky one.
It's funny, it has a bleeder right there, which I really like, but it has 2 outlets. So I'm either gonna have to put one to each wheel or I'm gonna have to plug one. So we're still gonna have to make some sort of access hole there unless we do some sort of spacers like they had. But even then, I don't know that we'd get that lid off without some sort of access hole. Let's cut a little access hole.
It is so good.
There you go. Now I got some access. Well, it'll fit in there now.
Perfect.
Look at that. I think it has the exact same bolt flange.
I hope.
I believe it looks like it does. They make these in 2 different bore diameters for a 63 Nova. This is the 0.8. They also have a 1 inch. I always go with a smaller bore because it usually makes for a lot better pedal feel. Is he being bad already?
He's being bad.
So I'm gonna use these little spacers we've got here to give it a little bit of distance off of there. That way we have better access to get our lid off and stuff. How's that look now? It's got a spacer behind it.
Awesome.
Bye, buddy.
See how our factory push rod works out. Hey, look at that. We're like probably within a quarter of an inch of where we need to be there. This actually has a centric on it, so you can adjust a little bit if you're a little bit off, which is really nice. I've never seen that before. Time to make the brake line. I think that's enough. It's not that long.
I was about to say so.
One of those ports is going to go to the one rear, and the other one's going to go to the other side.
Can I minute?
Sure. This one needs to be 9 degrees.
Like that?
Yeah. Open this up. Oh, there you go. That should work for this one. Since this is like a swing arm here, I'm going to go around the side of the frame here. This thing has a pretty beefy frame.
Yeah.
Okay. So that follows our frame. Wow. Wow. We're trying to attach the brake line to the frame rail, which is like screwing a screw into a railroad tie because it's so beefy.
You smell good.
Thanks. All right, don't go. Oh, man.
I didn't think it was that tight. Oh.
Remember I told you about using the clutch?
I thought it was.
I knew. I saw it coming. I saw he was going to snap it off after all that work. All right, let's do this again. Flare ends. I haven't even forgot to put a tube nut on yet.
You're doing pretty good.
And that is going to go to our brake hose here, which this is a brake hose for like a 80 Malibu or something. I can get it started in there.
Come here, you little booger. I'm gonna take these old brake lines out because they're just in our way. Oh, come on, I'm so close. Here we go. Come on now. Get out of there. There we go. Tightened up our fittings. Had to think for a second. Yeah, she tight, Lord. So now we got our lines down, we can put some fluid in this girl. So.
Is he getting more country?
I think he
That was
is.
just for the parts, okay?
Woo! You were slow up. All right.
I was going till she moved.
Okay, give it a couple pumps there.
I can feel it pushing something.
Oh yeah, I got some air there.
It hits the floor.
I already got a leak.
Oh, where?
Your side, back here.
I just didn't want to strip it out. I thought I got tight.
Let me see if I can tighten it up. It felt pretty tight. Why it's leaking? Pump it up again. Yeah, it's leaking again. Something must be wrong with my flare or something. Is it leaking any up there?
I think it may be running down this line.
Okay, we got leaks, guys. Feels a little loose. Probably have to reflare that back one though. I hate it when brake lines leak. Because it's like, you don't know how many times you're going to have to do it before it works. And we even do the double flare and the whole deal, all the things you're supposed to do. I reflared that one. I don't know what was up with it. I didn't see anything wrong with it. I think we stopped our leak though. Oh, wow.
That's some pressure, wasn't
That
it?
was a gusher.
Wow, it's a pedal.
It's hard now?
Yeah.
Already?
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting a bunch of fluid.
It like doesn't move.
Good, hold it down hard. I'm getting nothing but fluid already. That is the quickest car we've ever bled.
Well, it's probably because it's so short and
Yeah.
not a lot of lines.
How do we get this custom gas pedal mount in?
Okay, we got our gas tank and she's empty. She needs a drink.
I'm going to add a fuel filter in here because I just realized we don't have one. The last vehicle we got run on this, we were afraid that the tank was nasty looking, so we need to filter it.
Yeah, it's got chunks.
And Wall said that the fuel looked nasty when she unhooked the fuel line, so we're going to run the pump and just clean out this line before we hook it up to this filter.
Think that's tight enough? Do we need to put a hose clamp?
It'll be fine. I'm sure of it. All right, we got a supposedly hot battery here. We buy only the best $50 brand new batteries around here. Oh, it's just a little dark brown. I've seen fuel look this way though, that just sat in the line. It's not pumping much, is it?
Try restricted.
You mean regulator? Oh, it's the regulator. Okay. Okay. Wow. That came on like all at once. That looks not like fuel. I would say what it looks like, we'd probably get demonetized.
Whiz.
There goes our funding. We got fuel to the filter. Let's see if our brakes work. We haven't even tried them.
Oh.
Alright, hit it. Oh, man. All the brakes. We did so many improvements on this thing.
This thing's gonna be awesome.
As long as it runs good, we'll be alright. One might think it was a wild boar in the field. She's a mini pig. Oh! I spooked her. I don't have any snacks right now, I'm sorry. We had to go pick up Law from her appointment. We're gonna drive it. Is it in neutral? Let's see if it runs, guys. All right, ignition on, choke on.
Forgot how loud it was.
I think our points are not closing all the way. Well, she doesn't currently run. Let's check for spark real quick. Maybe what we did messed it up. I mean, everything's new on the ignition system now. Did nobody check the plug gap?
No.
It's literally like closed up almost.
I never checked it.
You gotta look at this stuff, guys.
I'll put them in.
Yeah, it's on you, big boy.
We need a gap where we're gonna spark.
Yeah.
See if we get anything here. Go for it, Wall. Yeah, we don't have a bit of spark. Let me check the plug gap over here. Will you get a screwdriver and we'll reset the points? This one actually has a plug gap. Maybe that'll fix it. I tightened it up there. Let's see if this makes any difference. So your plug has to be grounded in order to have a chance of sparking. All right, hit it, Wall. Anybody see any spark?
No.
All right, let's test for power. All right, we have 12 volts with that on. It's showing to have a constant ground signal, even though the points are opening and closing. I should only have that signal when they're closed. So maybe this is grounded out inside here. Since it's got like a plastic bushing that keeps it from grounding out to this base. But we may have an issue there. There's like your thing that isolates it. Well, even without that, I've still got a constant ground signal right here. I think I see our issue. This screw head here is touching this metal strap, which is grounding the whole system out. So I don't know why that's touching. I need to look at the old points. Let me take these points out real quick. If you notice, the new points versus the old ones, see how this loop is not intersecting with that? This one is. So this strap is supposed to be on the top, not the bottom. So that, I hope, is our problem with our ignition system. I just bypassed that bushing and ran the wire straight out that hole. So let's do some testing now and see if we have a intermittent ground signal. See that?
Yeah.
So now it's got a ground signal only when the point's close. Y'all watch the spark plugs here. Did it spark?
Yeah.
Put the plugs back in.
Is that your bed? Huh? Oh, hi. You was the best shop kitty.
Let's try this. I put a little fuel down the carburetor. Maybe the bowl's not full yet.
Let's try it.
Come on, baby.
Oh, so close.
It's not pushing past the needle and seat now. That's good.
Yeah.
Come on, come on.
It sounds so good. Oh, floor. Pinner.
Well, I tried that too.
I feel like it was running like that last time, and it wasn't running good.
It doesn't seem like anything I do. Look, that one's hot. Ooh, they're both smoking hot. Both cylinders are firing. A little bit of throttle, no choke. If you floor it though, it won't even try to start at all.
Oh, that was close.
We went through all that trouble doing tune-up stuff, thinking it would run better, and now it won't even stay running. Do you think it's the way I've got the coil wired? Do you think it was supposed to have full 12 volts all the time?
Try it out.
The voltage is backing up
Well, it's
once I let off the starter and it's dying.
well, since it's made for 2 cylinders, it may need more. I don't know. Not
I just
more.
hate to burn this coil up. That's the one I'm worried about. So we're just bypassing the ballast resistor completely. We're going straight to full 12 volts all the time to the coil. That's the only thing that makes sense of what it's doing, it seems like. Starting and then dying, starting and dying. We're about to find out. Ah, here goes nothing.
Ignition.
That was better.
I mean, that seems better than what it was doing.
That wasn't the only problem, obviously, because it still won't start. I'm going to pull the top off the carb here. Just make 100% sure that we do have a bowl full of fuel. The needle and seat's working, we should. We don't have a bowl full of fuel. It's below the jet level. So we need to adjust our float level by bending this.
Bending? Oh, Lord.
You gotta bend these guys. So there's where it's at right now. We need it to be farther up, obviously. While we got it off, it's gonna have to cover the jet in order to have fuel. It's gonna have to be at least that deep. So it does work, turn it off. So I'm going to give these a little tweaking here. Maybe too much, we'll see. But this end of the float seems to really be sticking out. Oopsie. Maybe try that.
Yeah.
See how they sit level with the carb base now instead of sticking up in the air? And hopefully it won't overrun the floats and get fuel everywhere. It's running about like I remember.
That'll make your tongue slap your brains out.
We're getting better. She just need it cleaned out. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's tragic.
Well, I don't know why.
It worked.
We didn't change anything. It went
You just
from,
had to clean the cobwebs out of her.
felt like it was missing on one
Yeah,
cylinder,
and it cleared up.
but both cylinders
Hey, what if
super
one
hot.
of the valves were stuck
Possible.
and it came back open?
Let's start back up. I'm gonna hook the battery charger and we'll see if it's actually charging. What is this deal?
It's like something off a cartoon.
Yeah, it's got 14 volts. On the hook there. It's not leaking oil, is it?
It is loud back there.
Still running a little bit rough. Alright, that's reverse. So this should be first. Come on. I got brakes. Come on. Not happy. Fuel getting in there or something? I thought maybe it was flooding out is what it kind of felt like. I wonder if I should turn the fuel pressure down. I turned it up a little bit there because I was worried it wasn't getting enough. It feels like it's like down a cylinder.
Yeah.
That's how it feels. I wonder if we should switch the plug wires.
Oh.
What if we have it mounted upside down or something? Let's switch them. I think the way it fires is like waste spark, like fires twice for every revolution instead of once, but I could be wrong. Let's see if that makes any difference at all. Come on, buddy. What is the deal?
Sad day.
I really expected with us doing all the ignition upgrades and stuff, fuel system upgrades, that it would run a lot better, but it seems to be running exactly the same. That didn't seem to help at all, did it?
At least it looks better.
It's very nice and yellow.
Yeah.
I wish I could just get it up on flat ground and
Yeah.
get rolling. I feel like if we got it up on flat ground and got some
Got some momentum in it
it
going.
would do all right, maybe, but
Clean
it's
out the
not one to pull
polywogs.
this big hill.
Let's push her up the hill.
That's easier. Oh my lord.
We need to harness Granny to it. She's right over there. We're almost there, guys. We're almost. The gravel's not helping. Oh my gosh. Let's take a break. I can't get any traction in the gravel.
We almost made it. We remember the Model T. Oh, Lord.
That's good.
She's a beaut.
Let's try this again on flat ground. Ralphie, ignition on.
Oh yeah.
What do you want from me? Dies as soon as I give it any load. It only likes like 90 minutes ago. Why is our clutch not working right? I'm letting the clutch out, it's not pulling. Give it a push.
Oh,
Come on.
why is it doing this?
We changed so many things and it seems to be running the same way.
I want to know.
So the clutch, although it was working, not grabbing enough to go. At a couple of points, I had the clutch all the way up and the engine was still not under a hard load. We didn't really have that issue before. You can actually see the clutch from here.
Just needs a turbo.
So, we're in gear.
Oh.
Look at that. That's how bad your clutch is slipping. Oh, died immediately. Oh, you hit the kill switch.
Oh.
Ralphie.
I heard something.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Just about launched her over the front.
I want to know what love is.
Well, we have great brakes. We just don't have a reason to use them.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Real bummer.
Yeah.
It's absolutely unfortunate.
Because we just haven't had good luck lately. Like, everything we try to get going is treated us this way. We've never, like, compression tested it that I remember. We might need to make sure it has compression on both cylinders. Amazing amount of smoke coming between us right now.
Yeah.
Amazing. I feel like we may be on fire.
Something is the problem.
Because I thought it was our janky coils and our carburetor that we didn't fully take off and rebuild. Right now, my mind's telling me yes, but my body's telling me no.
Why is the clutch slipping?
It wasn't last time. I don't know.
It wasn't a few minutes ago.
When we first started?
Yeah.
It's so bad that you can hit the starter with the clutch out and it won't roll.
I wonder
see
if
what you're
like
saying.
grease has got in between and it's sliding.
All right, let's roll it back down to the shop, I guess. Let's give him the beans.
Hey, no.
Give him the beans.
Fine then. I'll just...
Riceville's the one in the middle.
I know.
That's good. She stopped.
I did it. I was waiting to do that.
Now we gotta push it.
Oh, yeah. It steers so easily.
It does.
It
Don't
just...
push that easy. Take that.
Woo!
Granny, you're
Okay.
zero help. There's that plug. Definitely looks like it's been working. Very hot. Yeah, they both look like they're firing. I really don't see any real difference between the two of them. They say you need to like open the throttle when you're doing this. That's plenty.
How
Like
much?
90, 95.
Oh, Lord.
So it should mean our valves are doing things they're supposed to. We have compression where it's supposed to be.
Can you adjust the timing? Or is it something like a keyway on a Predator?
A normal small engine has like a coil on the side of the flywheel. You keyway it to adjust your timing. It has a rod that goes down in there. I have no idea how you adjust the timing. So I've been messing with this for a while. And you can't actually set the ignition time by the points, but pulled my points out to see about this stick that activates the points. And if you twist it a certain way, it gets in a real bind. In certain ways, it's free. And I'm almost wondering if that's why it's running like junk sometimes. Sometimes it's not.
I think it's bent.
I think it's like, I don't know, rusted up in there or something. So I'm gonna try to take this base off of here, pull that stick out and see if we can sand it or lubricate it or something. We maybe have a erratic timing signal. And we also need to set our timing. Won't even pull out of there, good. Look at that. What does that do? So it just rides on a lobe down there, it looks like. Looks like it's getting oil. This hole is worn out to one side. I guess the rotation this thing is routing. And if you look at the bottom of it, it's not straight. See how it's off to the side like an angle? I think this may be part of our issue right here, Ralph. Not actuating the points correctly.
Looks pretty dirty.
It does, doesn't it? One thing I haven't thought of at all is if that's angled, Ralphie, at the tip, if it rotates, it totally changes our point gap and timing.
Oh, yeah.
Because if it's flat, then if it rotates, everything stays the same, right?
Yeah.
But if it gets on this side, it doesn't open the points as much or as soon. If it gets on this side, it opens the points later and farther.
Yeah.
So that's got to be flat on the bottom, I would think, for this to work correctly. We've even got burrs up here at this end. I'm going to try to smooth this up a bunch. Feels like it's made out of like Bakelite or something.
What's that?
Science. I'm going to try to square this end up.
Wow.
I'm a little bit scared. Just got to plug it in real quick. I don't want to take off any. So we didn't really take any length off of the short side. We just brought the long side down to where that one was. It almost looks like wood. Look, doesn't it look like wood grain?
Yeah.
That feels free now.
Okay.
So what we're doing now is trying to set the timing. Ralphie is testing the points here to see if they have a signal. If you take this cover off, there's two timing marks here cast into the block. There's like one here, one here. That's like 20 and 25 degrees. It's supposed to be right in there. There's also a top dead center mark right here and a line cast into the flywheel down there. You see a line on the flywheel a little bit, two marks. So right in the center of that is where we should be. That's where our points should first send the signal to fire. So we're gonna rotate it the direction it goes. Our top dead center mark's coming around. Right there, it's starting to fire. So we are really close right there. I'm gonna try it right there and see, because when I tested this the first time, it was like over here. Literally, we've been messing with this for like an hour, trying to set this timing. And that's the closest we've got it. You can adjust it with it running with a timing light on it. We may try doing that.
What the heck?
We're a little low on timing.
Flabbergasting.
gotta go to the clutch. Yeah. That was the timing. Something's shaking. What is that? Go out the driveway. Alright, here. I think I can turn around out here. Alright, brakes. Clutch is shaking. Alright, here you go. You're driving. Here you go. Hey, you got it. You got it. Go. Hey, you got it.
Dad, I can't do
You got
this.
it. Go. Ooh, he's going now. He's really not used to driving 5-speed. Clutch, then brake. Clutch, then brake. There you go.
Good job!
There you go.
Woo!
What about that? It was the ignition timing.
He was right.
Yeah. I'm so glad it's going now. He's nervous about driving it. Dr. Jones! Dr. Jones!
That's the coolest thing ever.
Whenever I push the clutch in, I feel like vibrating, so I think the transmission may be weird.
Okay, I felt a little vibration.
Yeah.
It might be that. Could it be that U-joint?
It might be. It could be.
I want to look at it.
Give it a peek.
Oh, she good. Oh, it looks
I
like
can't see anything, so.
That's so awesome. You did good driving it.
Yeah.
He was nervous. I could tell. I was like, I'm going to let him drive this thing by himself.
I was so ready to shut it off.
You did good.
That was fun.
Awesome.
You want to drive it some more?
I mean, you want to drive it? You should do it.
You know how to drive 5-speed. Well, 3-speed.
3. Oh wow, here we go.
The brake pedal sticks a little bit. It has like twice the brakes it needs.
More than that, like 3 times.
Okay, here we go.
Hold on, Ralphie.
Less gas, less gas. The pedal's really sensitive.
Oh, wow.
Let off the gas, let off the gas. Okay. Oh, watch out for the treehouse.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, go up the driveway.
I didn't know if the first one is
Touchy.
Oh, it's very
Real touchy.
Very touchy.
We're gonna get slow. Yeah, the pedal's super sensitive. Now start turning. It does have a little driveline vibration. It's running so much better.
Oh!
Don't run over Mom.
I can hardly see. I didn't realize how to touch the gas pedal.
All right, here you go. Right try to stop, okay? Okay, let off the gas. All right, clutch. There you go. Here, why don't you get in the back with your baby brother? Did you say second gear?
Second gear?
I'm ready to deliver the mail. All right, this is first.
It sounds so funny.
All right, second. Oh, we're in second. It's geared pretty high, isn't it? like that in the yard. How fast can it go? Yeah, so much brake. This thing is so cool now. It's got all the brakes.
I seen it had all the brakes.
Yeah. Marge, come here. Drive it, Marge.
No, Lord. Heaven help us all.
You gonna have to help me? This is my
Are y'all
brake.
running?
Yeah.
You got this.
Am I in gear already?
It's like halfway down, right? That's first. Hey, your kill switch is right there, that tall switch if you need to kill it.
Alright, here we go. Hold on, ladies. Hold on, Woo! That was too much. Oh my gosh!
This is so funny.
I'm really scared right now. Calm down. I guess. I guess it's ready to go. This is the funniest driving thing I've ever driven.
Remember, it's got a clutch.
And it feels like you're on a bowling ball. What is a bowling ball? Alright, I'm parking this piece. It's too much beast for me. Here we go. I'm good. You should ride squeeze in it.
I should. You ready?
Yeah.
I feel like he's on a bowling ball.
That I feel like I'm gonna flip over in that.
Yeah.
Thing. I feel like you're gonna flip over.
It looked like it too from the outside. Oh, Squee's getting a 360 cam.
You ready, Squeeze?
Yeah.
I'm ready to get out.
There you go. I like how it sounds in the back.
Yeah.
It's so funny looking.
Wait, look, wait.
It's nice.
I think it can go 35.
Oh, 100.
Wow.
It's definitely geared for it. I think we can turn around the end of the driveway without stopping. Oh my God. It turns around in the middle of our driveway. No problem.
That's all.
You ready for second gear?
No.
Second.
Go this there. Go. Please. Second gear. Second gear.
Brakes. Oh. There you go.
She's scooting.
Squeeze approved?
Yes.
You like it?
Yeah.
It looks absolutely hilarious from out here.
Yeah, it's pretty funny from any angle, I think.
Hilarious.
Well, that's a win.
That's so awesome.
We don't have headlights, so we can't drive it on the road right now, tonight. So we'll wait till the daylight tomorrow and we'll drive it down the road. See if Mike's home.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
Coolest thing ever?
Yeah.
The exhaust note is great. Like, it sounds so cool back there. All I see ahead of me is the reflection of my face.
You're good. Go this way.
This way?
You said burnout?
No, I did not. See y'all tomorrow.
He's a biter.
Good morning. Well, me and your friendly neighborhood postmaster are here.
What up?
We're gonna see if this thing will cold start, and we have a little delivery to make. Mike, he wanted the new shirt, and instead of charging him postage and stuff, we're just gonna start delivering them to him.
Yeah.
So we got all of our packages ready to go back here for today's deliveries. And if this thing will start, we're gonna head his way on the highway system. Running so much better. we can see where we're going today. We're off.
Oh yeah.
He goes right up the hill now. Our clutch is doing better.
Yeah.
It's kind of cold out here, no doors. Watch out, chickens. Anything coming?
No.
Oh, that's clutch. Check it. First gear. Second. All right, ready? Third. We're going. We're cooking. It's not shaky as I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Oh man, the gear down. There you go. Watch it struggling. Oh man. It's not locking this hill. We're down to first gear. Come on, there you go. We need to get some RPM up. Alright, lock home.
Lawnmower?
He's there. Alright. Got his delivery ready.
Oh my God. Look at this. You got the mail?
Yeah, I got your mail.
Oh my God. Oh.
Look, got your new
I love
shirt
the hat.
and your favorite, right? I
Yes.
heard chocolate and peanut
Oh,
butter is
yeah.
the ticket, right?
Yeah.
I like that shirt you got on there.
Yeah, I was walking down the street and someone, threw it at me and said,
Oh, was
wear
ya?
this. Yeah. New shirt. Look at that.
I knew you didn't have that one yet, so I
No.
thought
Oh, I like the back.
early Christmas present for you there.
Thank you. Oh.
Oh, yeah. Bring it in. Bring it in. Have we got brakes now? It's got disc brakes in the back, like car-sized disc brakes.
You high tech now.
I know.
That
We
is fun. When I heard you come out, I'm like, the heck's he driving a tractor?
I was wondering. Look at the exhaust he put on it.
Yeah.
It's got a car
straight
rear end
pipe
and
and
transmission and
everything.
everything. Yeah.
Wow. He's drag race this thing.
We finally got it running right because we figured out that I have to adjust the timing with the points.
Oh, okay.
So like I thought the timing was just set. No.
I love the straight pipes on it.
It's got brakes the same size as like what we have on our race cars.
Man, look at those.
Oh, it stops on a dime. Yeah,
right
3 speed
off
on
of
the
there.
column and 3.5
Love
inches.
the hat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Crocs and everything. Wow. You
Thought
can
you'd
start
appreciate
delivering
that.
the mail.
So if you make any orders from now on, we'll just deliver them to save you postage. Okay?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
I'll call. Did not
There you go.
expect this. Let me sit in there.
Oh yeah.
Let's see if it's fat guy approved.
You want to drive it? You can drive it.
Oh yeah, we could support this.
Yeah.
Come on in here,
Drive it
sweetie.
around there. The only thing really weird is the clutch. So the clutch will super shake when you try to take off,
Okay.
but once you get going, it's all right. But you'll probably just need first gear here.
Oh Lord!
Oh
my gosh.
Oh yeah! Let's go deliver some mail.
He's got like a circle around his driveway, so this will work out great.
We're doing Santa Claus. That's what we should do.
He looks like he's ready to jump out at any moment.
Oh, that's too funny. I like that. That is too funny.
I don't know how tippy it would be with the 3 wheels.
Well, that's why I was worried about going down there. I'm like, well, is there either going to go that way or? That is awesome. Yeah, it's fun to drive. That is funny.
I'm just glad it's running good now.
This would be a good dress up as Santa Claus and deliver the mail.
Right.
Huh?
We're thinking it'll be a good golf cart to go to the racetrack in. It's kind of funny that back then, I guess everybody knew how to do a 3-speed on the column back then. Nowadays, you put somebody in, they have no idea how to drive it. Most people would have no idea.
How I learned. That was the first car I ever had.
Well, that's why I took my driving test in, was 3-speed on the column, yeah.
76 Oldsmobile on the column, 3-speed. That is funny. I love it. Good job.
It turned out good.
It runs good.
Yeah, it does good now. We'll have to put some more road miles on it, Ralph.
Yeah.
It stopped good.
Oh, it stops great, yeah. If you see us go over down the road, if you have anything you need delivered, just let us know. See if we can make it back home in this Jewel. Woo! Well, it leaves right there, doesn't it? Oh, we in first or third? I think we're in the wrong gear. That's better. Somebody come my way. Top speed road. Second. I think I hit reverse first. Third. Oh! Then you get some speed up and get a feel. Come on, switch it up. We're on the downshift route. There you go, second. We're gonna make it.
Like 3 miles an hour.
You don't like the hills for sure. Man, those brakes are awesome. All right, I'll drive it. We're off the roads now. It floated a little bit there in third, didn't it? You can go faster. Oh, it leaned so bad. I don't know what that shake is. Sometimes it shakes. It's like when it gets at low RPM, it shakes, doesn't it? This thing is so fun. Be easy on the curve with a single front wheel there.
Oh, you ready?
We're done here.
Wow, that was incredible.
Absolutely incredible.
Oh, we did slide. It was awesome.
Oh, it's got all of the brakes. Every bit of them. Super fun. I don't know what else to
It's
say.
so cute looking.
It's so fun.
Was it wobbly feeling? It seemed like it was wobbly.
At high speed, when I went like back and forth a little bit, it like swayed a lot. Yeah,
Oh.
it does have a lot of sway. And it has a sway bar, surprisingly. I'm just glad we were able to get that delivery done. You know, that was a really important one. I didn't want that to be late, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
W. All around, right?
Wow.
W.
No cap.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, guys, we appreciate you watching this video. Turned out great there at the end. I was really worried, honestly, because it wasn't going so well with it running right early on. But
Toe hair.
I learned some things that I didn't know.
Pouring out for your homies.
Exactly. Guys, go check out Quick Performance. We appreciate their help with our channel. They make all kinds of rear differential stuff and brakes and anything to do with your rear end, you know. Brake kit worked awesome, even though it's not designed to go on anything like this. I kind of told them when I was ordering them, I was like, I don't know if this is going to work or not. We'll see. There you go, Postmaster. Eat your bourbon barbecue bangers, okay? Drink your RC Colas. We have a website. It's thesleeperdude.com. What do we got on there, Squeeze?
Paintings.
There's more than paintings, guys.
Hoodies.
T-shirts, hoodies, keychains,
Hats.
hats, all kinds of stuff. Every now and then, Wah draws something and we put it on there. A select few of you have attained those. You can check out our second channel at,
Sleeper Dude 2.
our third channel at,
Sleeper Dude Armed.
Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok,
Sleeper Dude 88.
and on Rumble.
Sleeper Dude.
Exactly.
I always get a link.
Guys, I got to get back on the red Fairmont at some point and get the exhaust redone. We've been working on getting the stuff to do that.
Did
So
you
I need to
say
do that.
Make it actually fast.
That's hurtful.
Not nice.
Oh, sorry.
I need to tear into the Falcon, see what's wrong with it. Since Ford Fest, it's just, I thought like the week after Ford Fest, I would get time to tear it down, and here we are months later. So, hasn't happened. Or I'll be driving that thing back and forth to town instead of blowing the turbo coupe up.
It's not blown.
Hopefully it's not blown up. I see Rocky staring at me from around the corner of the barn.
That's funny. Wow.
Thank you to everybody that comments, likes, subscribes, all of our members. Everybody does super thanks. All that stuff comes in super handy. So we appreciate you doing that.
Thank you.
Everybody that sends stuff in the fan mail, we appreciate you guys. It was super awesome to be able to use the mill lathe drill combo.
Yeah.
We are looking forward to learning how to use it better. I think we did a pretty good job for somebody with zero machining experience.
Yeah.
Plenty of projects to come with that thing, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well, let's go see the animals. They're waiting on us over here. You want some of it? We can share. Oh, that's good. Huh?
Okay.
That's good. Look, they're like, I'll slurp that up off the ground. Hey, babies. You're so cute. All the babies are doing good. Murphy's doing good over here. Oh, wow. You don't have to jump, actually. It's right there. Right there, buddy. He's been doing a good job keeping the goats safe now. Here's Crybaby. What are you doing today, huh? That's what I thought you were doing. He says, I don't like you. All right, we'll let you go. You're fine. Let's go see Rocky. There you go, Rocky. We got them over here right now because they tend to be rough with the babies when they're little, so just kind of keep the babies safe from the big billies.
Say wild boar.
That's not a wild boar, that's a mini pig. That's good, huh?
Here, one more.
Rocky helped a little bit this time, huh?
I did.
Good boy. It's like, we can share, Dad.
Oh my gosh, you scared me. Wayne,
You're huge in a good way, though. If you go back and look at really old videos when we first got her, she was so tiny. Daddy's little baby's growing up.
And remember,
Jesus saves.
Dollar General's over 7 miles.
Woo!
Off to make another delivery. We gave it the correct timing now and it's running better.